Hello, Internet. Welcome to Table for One, my live stream where I play games with myself. I will obviously make that joke 1,000 times. But, anyways, yeah, I'm trying something new. A couple different news. One, I'm playing at the end of the afternoon rather than late in the evening. So you might hear the pitter patter of feet. You might see a child come in and say, "Hey, what's going on?" So yeah, we'll see what happens. Trying to squeeze this in before dinner time. And then the other new is I'm trying Wreckland Run for the first time. I'm excited. I got this right after Christmas. I backed the Kickstarter for it, and I'm excited. It's going to be a fun little solo Mad Max style game. So subscribe to the channel. That's the best thing for me. Like the video if you like it. Comment below. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, otherwise, I think we'll just dive right in. It's my first time playing it. I've read the rules once or twice, but yeah, you're going to have to bear with me as we hunt through the rules every once in a while. But again, I'm playing by myself, so ultimately, as long as I'm having fun, who cares? Anyways, let's go ahead and switch it up over to here. Oh, fancy. Got my setup. I'll get some tunes going. Let's see. I'm trying a different stream beats this time. This album is called Ignition, so seemed appropriate for Wreckland Run. And I think the volume's not too crazy, so that should be good as well. Okay. I think we're ready to go. All right, so this is one part, just kind of giving you guys an idea of the game. Other part is me making sure I know what the hell I'm doing, because, again, I haven't played before. So I've got my car here. I've got my driver. I chose to go with Miller because it just seemed appropriate, very Mad Max looking. My little driver's side. I did get the play mat for the game because I figured it would probably be a little bit easier to kind of manage everything with that. We've got our destruction cards. These will cover up parts of my car. We've got the chapter book. This is a solo campaign game. It is a solo game by design. You only play with yourself, so also fun. I got my parts deck here. I got my enemies deck here, and can't really tell because of the glare, but, oh, there they are. Those are my unique parts cards. So these are kind of generic, and then these are unique to the starting parts of the car, so I can upgrade them specifically. And yeah, that about covers all of that stuff. So the goal of the game is to make it through 3 rounds, 6 turns, at which point you fight the boss guy, and if you beat the boss, you win. If you don't beat the boss, you lose. So relatively straightforward as far as that goes. So yeah, we're going to start on normal difficulty. I'm having difficulty speaking. We're going to start on normal difficulty. So what that means is I get to take the top 2 enemy cards and add them to my scrap pile. And the whole point of that is just to be able to add their dice. So you can see here I got a 6 and a 4 because that's how you build stuff via the parts deck and all that jazz. So there's 2 phases. There's the wreckage phase and the run phase. You can see here I got a nice little wooden meeple car wheel for my counter over the rounds. So you start wreckage, then you go to run, wreckage, run, wreckage, run. So wreckage phase, the first thing you are going to do is set up. To set up for it, you'll first need to draw part cards and roll your dice. So you draw equal to the number here. So I'm going to draw 7 for this round 1 parts phase. And it just says put it in your play area. So I'll just throw them down here for now. So I can see them, you can see them, we can all see them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is how I'm going to build my car. This is also how I'm going to do all kinds of fun stuff. I started with a confetti cannon. Apparently that is what I stole from Big Fossil over here. So I started with that, and I'm putting it on this spot of my car. And now I can build other stuff as well. So there's a whole story about why Big Fossil's chasing me. I stole his confetti cannon. Apparently I stole his favorite parrot, which I guess is a thing in the apocalypse. Gas and water are hard to come by, but pet parrots are still top of the list. So then I've drawn my cards here. This is what I'll be able to build with. I now roll my dice to create my dice pool. Little D6s. I do like the little tininess of them. That's cute. All right, so there's my dice pool. And then, after that, I am able to do some fun stuff. So I can either install parts, I can repair parts, or I can re-roll. Installing is going to be kind of the big one for the most part. Let's see. So in order to install stuff, I have to be able to pay for it based on the bottom here. So what you can see is this is the recycler. That's the name of the part. And then you can see there's 3 little A's. Maybe you can see it, hopefully. But either way, there's 3 little A's, which mean I need 3 dice that all have the same value. So I would have to have 3 3s or 3 2s or whatever. You can see this one, the repair arm. I need dice that add up to 9, it looks like. So I need 9 points worth of dice in order to buy it. This one, the Death Stare ABCD, so I need a straight. So that's it. That's how you build stuff. And then you can place it anywhere you've got a slot, or you can get rid of or cover a slot if it's pre-printed on the board. So like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 open slots, or I could cover up stuff if I didn't want it. And then lastly, got some barbed wire here. If you have barbed wire on the side of that car, then you can ram people when you are driving. So another consideration. Let's see. I could repair, but I don't really need to worry about that because I have no damage on my car. And in reroll, in order to make sets work, you may need to reroll your dice to make better sets. You may discard a part card from those face up to reroll any dice that remain. You may choose not to reroll, yada, yada, yada. So I basically can just do this until I've got a car that I like. And then, let's see. All right, so let's see what some of this stuff does. So these things are all the damage, all these little star symbols. The green wrench is a repair. And we've got some other random stuff. I think I'm going to start with a repair arm because I do like that. I need 9 points for that. So I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, 9. Scrap I can use or I can save it. And I'm going to save it for now. So I'm going to spend 9 dice to buy the repair arm. And I'm going to put it right there because it gives me barbed wire on the front and the side. So that's pretty sweet. Let's see what else we got. So you might notice I used white dice. That's because red dice can be bad. If I use them, I roll on this little chart over here, depending on which phase I'm in, and stuff will happen, usually damage to me. So I've got 10 points worth of stuff there. What's the gamble blaster? Roll the die placed here, deal damage to a single enemy equal to the result. Well, that's not bad. The Death Stare. A, B, C, D. I don't really qualify. Oh, well. 3, 4, 5, 6 would give me a straight to get the Death Stare if I wanted. Or I have 2 of a kind for the explosive pole, which just is fun. Who wouldn't want an explosive pole? Or I could do the stay back, which is more damagey stuff. I don't know. Having not played this game before, I don't know what might or might not be good to do. So I think I'll go ahead and take the Death Stare. I will give that a shot. A, B, C, D. So I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. Or actually, hold on. Nope. So the 4 and the 6 over here I can use. These are my finger. These are my scrap pile. So I can totally use these if I want. But it ignores the color if they're in my scrap pile. However, the 4 and the 6 are the 2 whites. So it doesn't really help me anyways. So I don't know. I'm just messing with the volume of the music a tiny bit. Still working out this whole music thing. I think I've got it to where you can hear me, but actually hear the music in the background. So maybe that works. You could probably also now hear my furnace kicking on. Anyways, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? I'm going to go with the Death Stare. So I'm going to build that. It has no barbed wire anywhere. So I will put that in the back middle right there. Why not? Somebody coming up behind me, I'm going to stare him to death. Now, because I used the red dice, dun dun dun, I have to roll the red dice. Dun dun dun. After you use a red die to build a part or repair, immediately roll it and reference the boss chart. So let's see what the boss chart says. So the first one, 2, no effect. I like it. 4, deal 1 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring all shields. So the little amber tokens are 1 point's worth of damage, and the little red ones are 5. What do I want to damage, though? I'm going to damage the automatic reloader. I don't know if that's a bad or a good decision, but whatever. I'm just looking up here to see if there's anything worth trying to upgrade my existing parts. I don't think so. Nah. Oh, might have heard some other random dice. I think I'm going to be done. I don't know. I think. I have 10 points right here. I think maybe. Can I do that? No. Because I rolled that. That's over here. So I've got a 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll do the stay back. ABC. So I'll do 4, 5, 6 to pop that bad boy up there. That will use 4, 5, 6. But I do have to roll the red die. 6. Place a damage card onto the vehicle slot of your choice. Well, that's not great. I assume by damage card they mean a destruction card. I will put you here. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. So these will get discarded. Gather up all the dice again. Discard any part cards that were not installed on your vehicle. I guess I'll discard them over here. Let's see. I'll discard the vehicle cards over here for the bad guys. All right, that's that. All right, so now we're going to go to the run phase. Yes, I'm reading the rules as I play this. Set up the run phase. You must first deal, boop, a number of enemy cards. Note the boss, see how many enemies get drawn, blah, blah, blah. So you can see here, 1, 1, 2, 2. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing 1 card for the front, the nuclear trucker. There is a Fury of Flames to my right. There is Burnt Again and 2, 4 Pain behind me. And I think there's 2 over there. Yep. So there's Fire Forever and Blood and Gas. Blood, B-L-U-D. Okay, so that's set up. Have you drawn all your cards? Take your dice and roll them. Okay, so there's all my dice. Nice little spread. So, that was a 2, I believe. I don't think I'm cheating, but whatever. The phase continues in a series of turns with 6 steps. During each turn, the steps alternate between placing enemy dice, blah, blah, blah. So, there are three steps that go on. There's 6 steps. 3 of them are enemy, and they're easy because it's just 1 red, 1 red, 1 red, and then I can do up to white dice. So, first, I'm going to place an enemy dice. Enemy takes an action. So, the way it works is I'm going to pick a red dice. I got a 1, a 2, and a 6. I'm going to fill one of the open slots with one of those dice. Then every card that has a matching number will activate. So if I put a 2 here, then this card would activate, this card would activate, so on and so forth. And then if I can't place a red dice, I can activate the boss chart, which is this thingy, maybe? No, that's the run phase if I mess up. I don't know, I'll look it up. We'll get to that. Because I'm going to start with just placing a regular dice. So place a red dice on enemies surrounding my vehicle. Let's go ahead and start with a 2, because I have a 2. And I'll put it on this guy. And now I activate all the 2s. blah, blah, blah. You choose the order in which the enemies activate. Next, move all activated enemies one section clockwise. If an enemy has had all their available slots previously activated, they do not activate at this time. Note that you move. Okay, cool. Cool. So, I'm going to... so actually, hold on. Of all enemies that match the shown dice value, if an enemy has had all their available slots activated previously, so actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the 2 here, because then if I randomly had to place another 2, I don't think I would, but if I did, he wouldn't activate even if I had to place a 2 on this guy. So, I'll start with him. He's pretty straightforward. So, he is just going to do 4 damage to me, I believe. Single target versus area. So yeah, he's a single target. He is going to damage one of my parts, my choice. I get to subtract my shield, and my shields, depending on that, are either 4, 6, or 4. Let's see. Wait, no, those aren't shields, that's life points. Haha, I messed that up. That's the shield, that tiny little red shield right there. That's life points. All right, so he's going to do 4 damage. I don't want to lose anything just yet, so I'm going to take 4 damage on the confetti cannon. Then the guy behind me is going to activate. He's going to attack me twice for 2. All right, well, I guess I'll just balance it out. So I'll do 2 on the death stare, and I'll do 2 on the lifeline. And that's all the 2s. So now that they've activated, they all rotate, meaning that was a 2. This is the one tricky part. So this guy's going to come up here, and this guy's going to go over here. They're circling me. They're circling me as they attack, which is pretty neat. Okay. Now I get to take my actions. Your dice can be used in several ways. Place 1 to 3 white dice in this step. I can activate a part, I can ram, or I can repair damage. So activating a part is I take a dice, I put it on that part. So I've got all these white here. I could take a 2 and put it on any one of these 2s. Boop, like that guy. And then I would activate the part. Must be equal to or higher than the value of the slot. That's right. So if I do exactly the right die number, then I get the special ability. That's that little yellow dice symbol. If I don't do that, then it just has to be higher than. Then you use the part. And most times it's just an attack, yada, yada, yada. All right, so I got my handy little icon guide right here. You can see that. There you go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. There's all my handy icons, and a little cheat sheet. Hopefully after this turn I'll just be able to go off the cheat sheet, but we shall see. Okay, so, and then the other thing is if I kill a dude exactly the right amount, I get to keep him as scrap. So like he has 5 life points. If I do 5 damage to him, I get to keep him as scrap. If I do 6 or 7 or whatever, then he just gets discarded. All right, so what do I want to do? So I'm going to look at my handy chart here. So the little fireball is I can remove a placed die from one of your parts or an enemy car. I don't know why I would want to do that, but it probably would help. I mean, I can understand taking it off of one of my parts. I don't really know why I would want to take it off an enemy one. But who knows? We'll find all that out as we play. What do I want to do? And then this little guy has the bomb symbol on the bottom, which means he blows up if I don't get him exactly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I think I get to do up to 3 dice. And then the next round, and then up to 3 dice. I think I'm going to start, so I get a 1 and a 6. All right, so let me just see what activating the boss card does, because that might matter. Red dice that do not match an enemy card in play may be used to activate the boss chart. If you don't have any red dice that match enemy cards in play, you must use one to activate the boss chart. Okay. So I could choose the boss chart, which is terrible, Or I could do one of their things, but I'm going to have to do the boss chart because of what I rolled, which sucks. Ugh, yikes. Okay. All right, well, knowing that, I'm going to place a 5 here. And I placed exactly, so I get the bonus. So I'm going to heal 2 and heal 2. So I'm going to get 2 off of him. And let's see. And then I'm going to take 1 off of the confetti cannon. And I'll take 1 off of the lifeline. And then I can do up to 3 dice. Oh, I get it. See, so if I do the automatic reloader and I could take the red dice off, I could take the 2 off and then I could put it back on, which would suck, but it's probably better than rolling on this stupid chart. Okay, so that's good to know. I am going to use... I'm going to use the 4 on the confetti cannon. And does 1 damage to the left, because that's where the parts are. It's all directional based. So whatever side I'm on is the side that I'm allowed to like shoot at, I believe. Let me just double check. On that side of the enemy attacks. Your attacks. In the sections your park card is positioned in, that's what I thought. I'm overthinking it because I haven't played before, but yeah, it all makes sense now. Okay, so I'm going to do the confetti cannon. It's going to be 1 damage to one of these jokers. And so I will do it to this guy, the 2/4 pain. And then it's 2 bursty damage, which means damage to all parts enemies in a section. So it'll be 2 to this guy, and then 2 to this guy. I could do 1 more white dice if I want. And I think I'm gonna. I'll do this 2 here on the automatic reloader. I will take off the 5. And then I got the exact number, so I'll do 2 damage to this card on my right. And then that will be it for me because I've done 3 dice. So now we go to the second one. I probably should have pulled the 2 off, but whatever. All right, so I'm going to do a red on the run phase chart, and I got a 1. Deal 4 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring all shields. I will do it to the confetti cannon for now. Ooh, I'll get one of the fancy 5ers. Whee! Okay, and then that was the red dice, so now I get to do my dice. I'm going to do this. Exact amount lets me repair 4. So I'll just get rid of that. I don't know why I bothered. There we go. I got a 2 and a 3 left. The 2 does me no good for the most part, although I think I can ram with a non-matching color. I'm going to do 1 dice for now. I do that exactly. That lets me... The little car symbol lets me move this guy anywhere I want around the mat. I think I got to play it safe, though. I'm going to do the lifeline. I'm going to do the exact die amount. So I do 2 damage over here, which is not enough to kill either of these guys. Let's see. I'll do 2 to this guy. And then I put exact on there so I get to heal 2. So I'll take 1 off you and 1 off you. I don't think the confetti cannon is like any more or less special than the other stuff. But since it's like the story-based card, I kind of want to keep it because I think it's kind of cool. Okay. And I did... What did I do? I did 1. I did 2. I'm going to save that 2 right there. So now we go to the third phase. Red 6. I don't have anything, so I'm going to roll it. Yeesh, I got a 5. Deal 3 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring all shields. Oh, that's actually not so bad compared to the other thing. I will do it to the confetti cannon. So that was him. I'll just put those there so I know I used them. So now my last turn, my last step, place 1 to 3 white dice. Well, I have this guy. What can I do? I don't think I can do anything with it. I think I can ram or something. Let me just double check. Blah, 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 blah. To activate a ram, place a die of any value in the ram area in your core. Unlimited dice may be placed into your core. See figure 25. The instructions for this, I will say, very well laid out. Lots of good pictures, lots of good examples. I just don't have it memorized yet. Place any dice there, choose a section of ram, count up all the barbed wire on the parts along that edge, and deal that much total damage distributed any way you choose amongst all enemies. And then I could repair damage. It's less effective, though. Using scrap. I could, if I had them as dice, using 1s and 2s. If you roll a 1 or 2, you have 3 special abilities available in addition to using it for ram. If I place it, so this is the core right here. If my core blows up, my car's toast, and that's the game. So, if I put the 2 there, I could either use it to ram, or special actions are... single placement allows you to activate any one of the listed abilities. You may use any numbers 1 to 2 throughout this round, blah, 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 blah. You must place at least 1 die during each step. Let's see. Oh, I just have to look at the ability chart. Meh. Okay, so. If I use a 1 or a 2, I could re-roll any die of the same color in the pool. I could adjust a die up or down by 1 on any color, or I could set a die aside so it is not re-rolled in the next step. This includes red dice as well, because in the next step, I guess I re-roll. Oh, that's right. So in the next step, so I could... Wait, what? Did I just cheat, sort of? Oh, yeah. Ha. I completely screwed that. Oh, no, I didn't. So now I would re-roll all the dice. However, if I do the like freeze a dice thingy, that little red dice shieldy thing, let me not flip you off. There we go. So if I do that, basically I could keep this as a 2 or any of these dice and not re-roll any one of those and not re-roll them, because now I'm going to re-roll all the dice. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm going to ram, because why not? And let's see. I'm going to ram, and then it's for each barbed wire, I believe I said. Like I said, hopefully I'll have this memorized eventually. Count up all barbed wire edges along the edge of that section, deal that much damage distributed as I want. So I have 1 barbed wire here on the lifeline, and that's it. I'm going to do it to this guy, which is exactly enough to kill him. Hello. And turn him into scrap. You're on the internet. Say hi, internet.
Hello, internet.
That is step 1 and 2 of my action. So now I go to steps 3 and 4. Oh, I dropped my card. So now I'm going to grab all the dice because I didn't save any with any of the weird special powers. And I'm going to roll them again. You want to roll them?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm trying to kill these cars before they kill me. And those are my dice that I rolled. And I got nothing matching the bad guys, which is not great. Okay, so what am I going to do? I have to do one of the red dice first. Either a 1 or 2. I'm going to do the 2 first. I'll do it on this guy. So, he's going to do 4 damage just on one of my parts. I think I'm going to do... we're going to do it on that top one. The stay back. Let me just double check, because I think it blows up. And when it blows up, I think I get a destruction card. Yada, yada, yada. Counted 1 at a time. Blah, blah, blah. If a part takes total damage equal to greater than its strength and the part blows up, cover it with a destruction card, making it unusable until it is repaired. Remaining damage from the attack is ignored. All right, so destruction card on my stay back. that's no bueno. Okay. Nah, yeah, that's it for that guy. And then do.
If you can activate a 3, I think you should do that because it says repair something.
That one up there too. And then this guy goes, and he's going to do 2 and 2. So I'm going to do 2 and 2.
What are these?
Those count as 5 damage. And then I'm going to... Yep. Yeah, if you want to swap them out, you can. And then those are the 2s, so this guy goes over here. And this guy comes up here. And now it becomes my turn to place white dice. So, what do I want to do? I'm going to do the twin blasters, I think. Yeah.
Is there supposed to be a card?
Yeah, that's the boss. I'm going to fight him later. I'm going to do exact number, which gives me the bonus ability. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. They're all instants. Each one is an instant damage of its own. An instance of damage on its own. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, which kills that guy exactly, meaning he becomes scrap for me. And then the last remaining damage, whoops, goes to that guy. And then that is that dice. I think I will then do... Can't do the repair arm, because I need at least a 5. I will...
You have a 3 on a white?
And I got 3 and 4s. So it has to be the same number or higher, but if you do the exact number, you get the bonus thing on it. So like if I do a 4 here, I get 2 damage over here. And then if I did a 3 exactly, I also get to repair. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually activate that guy, as you were probably wondering, Bubs. I'll do 3 exactly, so I'm going to do 2 damage. Because he's on the corner, he can either go this side or this side, so I'm going to do 2 damage to him. And then I'm going to heal 2. So I'm going to take that off. Put 3 there. I could do 1 more white dice. I can do up to 3 white dice per go around, but I'm going to hold off for now.
Can you repair this?
Yes, but it's harder to do when I'm in this phase of the game. There's 2 phases. I'm in the run phase, and then there's the wreckage phase. The wreckage phase, it's a lot easier to repair stuff versus the run phase, which is what I'm in now. So I think what I'm going to do is... Let's just see. I think what I will do is I will... Actually, so if I roll a 2, I'd have to roll on this doohickey. I've got a 1, which does me no good either. All right, I'm going to be done for right now for this moment.
Supposed to be?
I don't know, they're just little jimmies. So I will go to the next step, and I rolled a 1, which is 4 damage, ignoring shields, which is no good to a part of your choice. All right, well, something's going to blow up, so I think I will blow up my automatic reloader. And then now it's my turn. I've got a bunch of 4s. I'm going to do a 4 here, which gives me 2 damage on this guy, and I can move him to another spot. You move an enemy card of your choice from this section to any other location. I'm going to move him... I'm going to move him here. Whoops. That was his. Because now I can ram with that thing right there. Which I'm going to do. I'm going to ram right there with that. Let me just double check. Because it's a corner one, but Choose a section to ram. Count up all barbed wire parts along the edge of that section. Yeah, so I can't cheese it out and go that way and that way. So I get 1 damage, which I'm going to do to this guy, putting him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do the same thing to ram him again, which will kill him, and put him over here. So now I've got all this scrap. That'll be all my white dice for now. I could use the scrap as the dice if I wanted. As with wreckage, you may use scrap as if they were dice. Simply discard a scrap card to activate a part that has at least 1 open dice slot. Remove the part as normal. Area activated may be used again. Placing a dice. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I did 2 white dice. Correct, bub? I think? Yes, let's say 2. Boop. So I did 2 white dice. So let's go ahead and... that was 2. I'm going to save these cards. I can basically use these as white dice if I want to. Actually, I'm going to use this 5 as that 5 up there, which is going to let me repair 2 and another 2. And then I'm going to be done. So now this is the last red dice. I can't put it on any of the bad guys, so I'm going to roll it. I get a 4. That one actually is the least terrible. Deal 2 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring shields. So I'll put it on the confetti cannon. And that is... I need a little thing up here to keep track of my returns. That was the second, so now this is the 4th of the run phase. So I'm going to roll all the dice again. Boop. All right. I have no red dice that match, so I'm going to do red dice. Roll over there. I get a 6. Deal 4 damage to part of your choice, ignoring shields. Well, I guess I'm going to have to blow up something. I will blow this guy up. Now I get to do 3 white cards, or 3 white dice, excuse me. And then after this, I get to go to the wreckage phase and fix stuff. So I will hold off for right now. Let's see.
Can I go play?
Yeah, of course. Video game time. What are you going to play?
No Man's Sky, probably.
Okay. You know how to turn on the PlayStation. I'm just going to shut the door, so I'm going to shut it most of the way. Just that way there's not a lot of sound coming through while I'm doing this. Is that okay? I'm not going to shut it all the way. You can still see me. Hello. Hello, I'm right here. Hi. I might ask you to turn the volume down depending on how loud it is. This is why I normally do my streams after he's gone to bed. Not that this is a bad thing, but it is a distracting thing. One of these days he'll be old enough, and then it'll become table for 2, and he and I will just play games together. But sadly, not a big fan of my games just yet. Anywho, so I rolled the 6, so I'll just put it over here to know that I used it. Okay, I'm going to do the repair arm over here to get rid of 2. I don't get the exact match doohickey. I then will get the... I got 2s and 4s over here. I have no weapons on that side, so I'll do that up there. I'm going to do a 3, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't get the scrap. Oh, he has 2 shields. Oh, so that wouldn't have worked anyways. That 1 damage. So I'm going to do 2 single card equal to the value shown. Actually, so if I do that, those are each individual instances. So actually, I can't touch him. So I will... I'm going to look up how to repair on the fly because that's all I can really do. At the beginning of the second and third round, you may have damage, blah, blah, blah. You may spend dice in order to repair them. To repair a part, you must spend die equal to or greater than the dice face on the card. Okay. Parts can be used or replaced. It must be repaired by paying the cost listed. Once this cost is paid, return the card to the instruction card stack. Oh, but I can't repair these during the during the run phase anyways. That's no bueno. All right, well then, I guess I'm going to ram. I'm going to go bump to that guy. And then I'm going to go bump again to that guy. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot I have my special abilities about adjusting dice and such. I'm going to do these 2 to adjust this 6 down to a 4. That'll be my 3 for this. So now I'm going to put a red on that guy. All 4s would activate. He's going to do 2 damage. It has to be to the repair arm. I mean, I think I could take it to the core, but can't heal damage on the core, so I don't really want to do that. All right, so now it's mine again. Now I'm going to... I guess now I will ram. I will ram twice. And then I will... That'll be it. So then this last one, unfortunately, is just going to be a flat out 2 damage to a part ignoring shields. Confetti cannon it is. And that was my third. That was my third run. Thank goodness I survived it. And yada, 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 yada. In the final step 6, if possible, you don't have any white dice, blah, blah, blah. End of turn, new turn. After you complete all the steps in the end phase requirements have not been met, then you begin a new turn. Take back all the dice of all the colors. Sure. And then I will... This phase ends when you reach the end of the turn and there are only 2 or fewer enemies left. The enemies are regrouping. Discarding remaining enemies or move the round marker to the final phase. Let's see. After you complete all the steps and the end of phase requirements have not been met, then you begin a new turn. Take back all the dice, all the colors. Continue. The end of phase requirements are noted in the next section. Oh, okay. So, end of phase, I have to kill 2 cards. I have to have 2 or fewer cards remaining. Yikes. Okay, so I have to do it all again. I should have tried to focus on a car more. That's not great. So I'm going to roll a red dice. I got a 1, 4 damage, any part ignoring shields. I'm going to blow up the confetti cannon. Alright, now it's my turn. I got a 5. Nope. Oh, hachi machi. I guess I will ram twice. I will ram all 3 times to get the exact amount to kill this dude, which will give me some scrap for next time. Then I have to use one of these reds. 5, deal 3 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring shields. Alright, I'll do 3 on the twin cannons. Now, I will do the repair arm, which will let me heal 2 and 2, because I did the exact number. There we go. And then, I guess I will... Ramming... Does ramming ignore shields? Let me just double check that. Nope, still just damage. So that nuclear trucker is a pain in the ass because of his shields. I guess I'll just ram again on this guy for 1. I'll let that be it. So now roll on the chart. I get a 3. Draw an enemy card and add it to the rear section. Son of a biscuit. Sure. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want, kiddo. Okay, great. Awesome. A new car. This might be a very quick game. Granted, I didn't know what I was doing at first, so that doesn't really surprise. Cha! I should probably get my dice tray out, because I'm knocking stuff everywhere. Okay. I mean, I might be playing this wrong and making it extra hard on myself, but I don't think I am. Alright, so first I'm going to activate the 3. He's going to do 2 damage, and I'll take him on the twin blasters. And then he's going to roll around this way. And then this guy is going to do 1 bursty damage. However, thankfully, those are both destroyed already, so it's just going to go there. And then he's going to come around this way. And now I get to go. This was my second rolling of the dice. So I'm going to probably end up dying, it looks like. But I'm going to do a 5 there. So that's 2 and 2. And then I'm going to do... Wow. There's not a whole lot I can do. I'm going to do one of my special abilities with a 1 to set this die aside so it's not re-rolled during the next doohickey. Then I'm going to ram twice, I guess. And now I go over here. I don't have a 1 or a 6, so I'm going to roll on the boss chart, and I get a 4. Deal 2 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring shields. That's not so bad. Now, last but not least, I got the 6. I'm going to pop it in the ram. That does exactly the right amount to this guy to kill him. Putting him in my scrap pile. And then I'm going to take all those over here. And then last but not least, because I'm not going to use those, I'm going to save those for later. I'm going to roll this. On the chart, I got a 2. Deal 3 damage to a part of your choice, ignoring shields. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, now, finally, that was the end of the turn. Because that's how they... What do they call it? They call it 1 turn and then a bunch of steps. Yeah, so 1 turn is those 6 steps that I just did. They do need to make some kind of tracker for which step you're on in the turn or whatever. That would be helpful. But anyway, so that was all 3. So now into phase. The phase ends. The run phase ends when you reach the end of the turn and there are only 2 or fewer enemies left. The enemies are regrouping, discard any remaining enemies, and move the round marker to the next doohickey. So those guys flee, even though I was about to be blown up. Oh wait, no. That's why I saved the stupid 3 dice, is because I have 1 left. I was getting too excited about that. This is my 3rd one, but I saved the 3. Boy, it's kind of discombobulating, all this stuff. All right, so I saved the 3 because it's less damage to do with these guys. So he's going to do a 3 there, which means I take 2. Did I do that right? I'm supposed to... No, I moved him... Yes, that's fine. So I'm going to take 2 here, which blows up the repair arm, unfortunately. Oh, I was supposed to roll that as well. It's a learning game. Okay. And then he comes back here. And that dude does 1 to this area, but this area is destroyed, so my core takes 1. Not bueno. And then he moves up here. Now it's my turn. I'm going to do the Death Stare, which is 2 damage, plus another is 3 damage. So that's 3 damage, minus 2 because of his stupid shield, means he takes 1. And I can move him to any other space. I'm going to leave him where he is. And then I'm going to not be able to do a whole lot. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I'm going to put... Oh, because that has to be a 1 or a 2. Which I might have messed up on the last one. I don't think I did, though. I'm going to use this 2 scrap right here to use the ability on the core to spin this 4 down to a 3. And then this will be my third dice I'm going to put on the twin blasters, which is 1, 1, and then each one gets a +1. So that's going to become 2 damage and 2 damage. He has armor 1, so that's 1 damage and 1 damage. And then I think that's going to be it for this particular go-round. So now 2 and 5, so 2. I'm going to roll this guy. Is a 3. Draw an enemy car, add it to the rear section. Of course, another nuclear trucker, why not? And then let's go ahead and do my turn. I can't do much of anything. Let's see. Well, I have these, which I can't use anyway. So all I can do is ram. I can't ram. I can't repair destruction cards while I'm on the fly. I think I'm just going to end up being dead. This might be the game, ladies and gents. I think so. Let me check. Because if I'm reading this correctly, the way it works is... Well, let's see. So I can't use any of these dice because all my slots are filled. Giggity. So now we go to the third here. That's a 6. 4 damage to any part ignoring shields. So that's going to take something out. So I'll just blow up my twin blasters. And then that was the third step. So now I gather up all the dice and I roll them again because there's 3 cars on the mat. 2, 5, 6. I don't have any of those. So the first red die is a 2. 3 damage to part ignoring shields. That blows up the Death Stare. You'll notice there are 9 destruction cards for the 9 slots on my automobile. So now I can't do anything. I can re-roll a dice, I can adjust a dice, or I can make a dice not get rolled for reserve. However, there's nothing I can do. I do technically, I just remembered, have a special ability on my driver. Might have saved me a lot earlier. Now that I'm remembering, it's probably not going to do dick, but we'll see. Wreckage. Wreckage phase, of course. Once per round, you may purchase an upgrade by instead spending 2 matching dice. All right, so it doesn't help me now. Might have helped me in the wreckage phase. Maybe I would have had one more upgrade that would have helped me with this. But I think that's game. I don't think there's anything I'm going to do because I'm just going to have a bunch of white dice hanging out. And then I'm just going to keep rolling these, blowing up my car because the only part I have left is the core. So that's it, folks. That's game over on my very first attempt at Wreckland Run. Yikes. So, let's just, what I'll say first is, I'll switch back to the big camera. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Hello. So what I'll say first is, if I mess something up, if you happen to have played your Kickstarter copy of this sooner, feel free to put that in the comments and let me know what I screwed up. But I think I played it right. I think I just played it horribly. There is... I'm not going to like spoil it because it's technically like a campaign story, but it's replayable. So, but either way, there's a resolution if you win and there's a resolution if you lose. If you lose, you basically just get to restart this chapter, and from there you hope you do better. And then if you win, you would get to go on to chapter 2. So that's what I like about this game is it's a solo game, but it's got some cool little story elements in it. It's a whole little campaign, and it's got 4 different cars in the base game with 4 different drivers that you can mix and match. So it's got some replay value, which I like. Yeah, overall, that was fun. Maybe I'll do it again later this evening after he goes to bed. Maybe I'm feeling energetic enough, or who knows, maybe I'll play Marvel Champions. Maybe I'll just go to bed. I don't know. But certainly I've learned my limitations on being able to live stream in the afternoon, clearly. Enjoy the Plants vs. Zombies noise in the background. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please subscribe to the channel if you did, like the video, yada yada yada, the whole spiel. But I don't know. I never know how to sign these things off, so I guess I'll say till next time.